Windy Mesa Studios in Penguins is your local.
Welcome out to the Snow College pregame report. I'm Mike Olson alongside John Yardley from the Sevier Valley Center. This third, fourth place game between the Tabiona Tigers and the Wendover Wildcats should be an exciting game. These two teams, John, this is always such a hard game. Yeah, these two teams played twice this year, but it's all such a hard game. You know, you're playing in the semifinal game last night. Tabby gave Panguitch a great game through two quarters. It was 21-22. And then Panguitch just gradually pulled away the rest of that game. And Wendover back and forth with Paiute, and then Paiute pulled away.
But they had visions of being in the championship game, and you know, it's okay they get to play, but it wasn't what they had in mind, and this is a hard game to play.
It is. And so these two teams have met up twice this year. Appreciate Danny getting us that information, John. Tabby and Wendover played on January 28th. 50-45, Tabby got the victory. And then on February 18th, just a couple weeks ago, Tabby 64, Wendover 51. So both times Tabby won. It's hard to beat a team three times, so they say.
Well, you know, unless you're the best team. And then, but, you know, they had their day in the sun, and they knocked off the number 2 team in the state when they beat Manila, which they, you know, they just kind of had a perfect game, and Manila they never got going until the last quarter, and that just happens sometimes in state tournament play. You know, you've been there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Your starting lineups first for Wendover. We'll go through their leading scorers. Wilbur Rodriguez, 5 points a game. Randall Munoz, 10. Luis Luan, 5 points. Trey Tinguero, 6 points. Orlando Alvarez. How about the job last night that Cole Westwood did, holding Alvarez to 0 points? He averages 16 points a game. Sean Du Bois, 11 points a game, and Coda Bear, 10 points a game for Wendover.
You know, the impressive two players to me besides him, as Alvarez, but Sean Du Bois is a player, and so is Coda Bear. For his size, he's pretty agile. Now, I asked some of the players, or some of the young men from up to their school up in Wendover, is he really 6'5"? And they said, yeah, he's 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big kid. Tip comes off to Giles, back to Aviez, gets it up and in.
Aviez getting the start tonight.
Yeah, he got that start over and I was talking
Peterson.
Over Peterson. I was talking to one of the Tabby parents, and they said, you know, they've been alternating depending on the size matchups. So with Wendover and Coda Bear gets the travel, but
that was a nice move, nevertheless.
It absolutely was. So this has been your Snow College pregame report. Check them out at snow.edu. So
they've told you that they've been alternating that point position depending on what the matchups were.
Correct. It's just matchup based. So Aviez to Giles. Deep three for Giles. Giles struggled last night against the Bobcats, and it
finally hit one.
He did, but it's pretty hard when you've got 6'4" air in your face all night.
Yeah, that's true.
To shoot that outside shot over the top. So I think that was a big deterrent on Giles' 3-point game.
You know, Billy's last night, even though, nice bank shot.
By Tinguero.
But they tried to post up a couple of players on Aviez, and he just wouldn't let him. He was too quick and physical. He's athletic.
Rhodes for 3 from the left wing won't go.
13 in the first half last night.
Yeah, Rhodes had a phenomenal first half against the Bobcats. He was kind of Mr. Everything in that first half. Alvarez banks that one around and in.
He's so thankful not to have Cole Westwood on him that he's feeling like a free bird.
Wendover in a man defense working around. Aviez pulls up a little 15-foot jumper from the elbow.
I've been impressed with his play here.
He averages 4 points a game. He's got that many already. Tinguero right side, looks to the corner to Coda Bear. Coda backing in Lazenby.
He uses that little left-hand scoop shot really effectively. I've realized how big he is because I saw his dad up here behind me.
Yeah, his mom came up and, well, they're good people. Rhodes dribble drive into the paint, pulls up 14-foot jumper.
Yeah, he is impressive how he can use his body to score.
All knotted up at 6. Cote-Bear, left side to Du Bois. 3-point shot up by Alvarez. Rebound Giles for Tabby. Outlet to Peterson. Peterson looks ahead to Rhodes. Rhodes comes across baseline. Kick it out to Viez. Right wing. Lazenby comes across, pulls up from the foul line. Won't go. Rebound Cote-Bear. Tangaro tries to draw the contact on Giles. He avoids most of it. Tangaro shots off the mark. Viez from the foul line won't go.
Well, last night, and I know Pankhurst already had to really kind of put the nail in the coffin when Chance Lazenby fouled out. He's an outstanding basketball player.
Yes, he is. Cote-Bear loses the handle, gets it back, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
I don't think he gets too many inches off the floor, but he can make space for himself.
Yes, he can. But you know what? Sometimes just having the broader shoulders, the bigger stance, the bigger shot blockers just can't get past your body to the ball.
Yep, the leverage point isn't there quite.
Rhodes loses the handle and draws a foul. As he's a little out of control as he comes across the paint.
He kind of got bailed out on it. Uriel Duran checks in.
In the corner, Lazenby looks into Rhodes, drop step left, kicks it to Viez. Elbow jumper won't go. That's going to be the last touch and out of bounds by Munoz.
He hit his first two, and his second two just been off the front of the iron, right on line.
Tabby ball underneath their basket. Elevates, drains the three. Bryce Canyon City 3, Chance Lazenby. 9-8 Tabby.
You know how hard that is just to jump and shoot a jump shot from out there without any movement? You've got to be strong.
I never could do it, John.
No, it's not often you can.
Alvarez, he tries from the left wing.
No!
Oh, the rebound tipped in by Lazenby.
All he can do is smile over there, wipes his brow.
They give that to Cote-Bear.
He was the closest one in
closest player in green. Lazenby tipped that up, and just unfortunate enough, 3 won't go.
Nice hustle play out there in the corner by Duran to save it.
Yeah, Alvarez pushes it up the right side, comes baseline, reverse pivot in, kicks it out to the left short corner. Rebound, Viez. Giles fakes the 3. Alvarez avoids the contact. Somehow they get it down to Rhodes. He tips again, won't go. Cote-Bear with the rebound.
Everything he threw last night with the first, I don't think he had missed a shot in that first quarter. It's a little bit harder time. But then again, you know, your legs after the 4th day, they're just not quite like they were to start the week either.
Absolutely. Bryce Canyon City 3, Randall Munoz.
Munoz had a nice jumper from out there.
13-9. Rhodes shimmies right, drives left, scoops it up on the left-hand side, and he draws the foul.
He's pretty nifty inside there. What would he be, 6'2"?
I would think so.
This program?
If it's in the program, sometimes they...
Yeah, there's probably not.
Logan Rhodes makes his first.
6'3".
6'3", so even taller than we thought.
6'3" junior. That's the thing about this Tabiona team. You know, you got a very young roster, and here they got to the semifinals.
Yeah, when I was talking to the parent today, Avias is the only senior on that Tabby roster. Takeaway by Tangaro, won't go. Rebound, Du Bois, and one.
The boys didn't show up last night, but the game that they knocked off Manila Mustangs, he was really good. Well, we got a game here in the first quarter with less than 2 minutes to play, 15-11.
Three-point play for Du Bois.
Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line was good to him on that one.
16-11. 5-point lead for Wendover. In the corner, three on the way. Got it. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Gavin Rhodes from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line.
Used to having him a spot up in the paint, and he steps out there and drains it.
Little baseline jumper, Alvarez.
That's a hard shot.
Yes, sir. 18-14, Wendover. Rhodes drives baseline. Alvarez comes around backside and knocks it away and out of bounds.
One thing that the Monument Valley Cougars do well, you turn your back. Somebody's coming from your backside. You better be careful. You'll lose that ball.
Yeah, they'll come around on your blind side and take it away. Defensive stop for Wendover as they get the 5-second call on Tabby. Alvarez from 30 feet rims out.
It was all but down.
Rhodes gives to Avias. Back to Lazenby and knocked out of bounds, or dribbled out of bounds.
In prior games, he's been stopping and shooting that little jumper. He has a beautiful jump shot, but great form.
Lex Giles back in the game for Tabby. Tangaro looks into Du Bois, dribbles right, passes right. Alvarez, step back three, got it!
He is an uncanny shooter, no doubt about it.
7 points in the first quarter for Alvarez, 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rhodes fakes from the free throw line, won't go. Rebound pulled down.
10 seconds.
By Wendover. Give Tangaro drives, shot up off the front of the iron. 21-14 after one. This is 1A State Championship Basketball, Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Windy Mesa Studios in Paintage is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half
State
Marathon
Championship
course.
basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on 18ball.com. Here, the 21-14 lead on behalf of the boys in green and black from out at the Wendover. Pass with the shot at the end of the quarter almost went in by Tangaro. Still on that 7-point lead. But the way the Alvarez is shooting, who knows? Here's a nice runner with the left scoot down the lane. Doesn't go in at the shot clock violation. Raul Munoz hit a three earlier, Mike. At that time, he tried to take it all the way to the hoop and run out of time.
Yeah, that I thought that actually hit the rim a little bit, but it didn't apparently.
It looked like it from here. Just it came off the front, looked like. At any rate, it's 21-14, just underway here in the second quarter. Pass comes down in the corner to Logan Rhodes.
Giles needs to be careful on that screen up high. They've been calling that little lean as that you get that high screen.
On the moving pick, yep. Giles has just been kind of shut down in this last couple of days. He's open for three in the corner. Didn't go. Tough break for him.
Yeah, he had a phenomenal game in that quarterfinal game.
Just last night, here's a long jumper up off the front, no good, but rebounded by the Wildcats. Give and go inside and laid it up and in. There's Sean Dubois. He's got 5 here in the first quarter. He didn't play too well against Paiute last night, but he's probably up against some stronger players as well. Here's Lazenby for three. No, took a bounce high, came down, didn't go through. Trying for one of those Bryce Canyon City three-pointers. Pass out on top to Alvarez in the corner. Three-pointer on the way is no good by Dubois. And here comes Giles. Basket all the way through the basket, no good, but cleaned up inside by the big guy, Gavin Rose. He's hit one from downtown, and now he cleans up inside.
5 points in the game for Gavin Rhodes. You know, at the speed of Wendover, Tabby feels confident with their speed to match up man defense.
A miss on another three attempt. Yeah, and so far they have. Okay, into the game is Bryson Fabrizio. He just checked in. A post up into Lazenby. He ought to have a good chance here, and he's fouled. Tangaro not happy with the call.
Alvarez comes over and he's like, hey, go straight up. You won't get that. You come down, you're going to get the foul. I got that out of the sign language.
Yep.
As you can imagine, during the end of first quarter timeout, the Tabiona huddle was focused solely on defense. They didn't mention the offensive side of the ball once. They just mentioned crashing the glass and limiting one-chance opportunities for Wendover. First possession, they come out, get a shot clock violation, and they already have some second-chance points in this quarter themselves.
We appreciate Tyler Gibb down there on the sidelines for us, giving them those hits from the sideline.
Good job, Alvarez. Tries to get it outside, now does. Posting up him. He saves a bad pass. Post up again. He has a little fall-away shot. Wouldn't quite go down and tipped out of bounds by Cotebear. It was Lazenby, and he was 1 for 2. Makes it a 6-point game. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Fabrizio out on top. There's always been a good player named Fabrizio out of Tabiona. Here to post up again to Lazenby. 3 players around him, and a steal. And coming out of there with the ball is the point guard Alvarez all the way down court. A long three is off the mark, and a rebound foul is going to go against Wendover. Wilbur Rodriguez maybe pulled the trigger a little early on that one. 4:37 to play. These sideline reports during the day have been great, and the interviews have been really enjoyable. Your staff and your interns have been terrific, Mike.
Yeah, we've got a good crew put together. Tyler Gibb down there. We've been rotating the sideline reporters between Tyler Gibb, Jared Call, and Nate Thatcher.
Fabrizio's shot doesn't go in. Rebound is fought for, and it'll be a jump ball. Alternating test is going to stay down here with Tabiona.
You better hold on tight when you're tied up with Coda Bear, John.
He'll lift you right off the ground.
He started. Gavin Rhodes was on the inside of that low block, and when he ended, he was on the out of bounds side of that low block.
Yeah, nice kid. 4:19 to play here. Glad you could join us on 18ball.com and teamhive.live, KSL.com. Here's a penetration by Fabrizio. Gets it out to Giles, to Lazenby. Lazenby almost had the ball picked loose on the floor. Gets picked up and shot up and in by the man of the days, Gavin Rose. Now he has 7 in the first half out of his team's 19. Goes back to a 4-point lead.
Gavin Rhodes having a great first half.
The post up again. Give and go. Down the lane. Easy layup. Good. Nice one by Duran. It helped out. Everybody collapsed in there on Alvarez. Opened it up for him.
Yeah, you have to respect Alvarez on defense. You better know where he's at, and that's going to give some open looks to other players.
Lazenby all the way to the hoop. Mike set up and scores it.
Nice strong drive by Lazenby. He fakes, gets the defender in the air, steps left, goes around one, and then the next one takes it all the way.
He got 6 points. Yeah, he's such a strong jumper. Post up again to Alvarez. It's kind of been the plan. And he throws it where Duran used to be. That's actually Valet. There's the old 3A champs right there with us. Oh, Maya Nichols. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Spin move by Aviles. He'll scoop it up, not score it. Tipped once, tipped twice. Lazenby for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded in there by Duran. Up court. He brings it all the way himself. Swings it on the corner of the baseline, almost thrown away. Comes into Coda Bear. His shot short. And rebounded in there by Lazenby. Lazenby, he has a nice way to get to the hoop, but he's fouled before he gets a chance to. Coach telling Coda Bear, use your wrist, flip that in. See, I'm reading sign language from up here now, too.
Yeah, you get good at that after as long as we've been watching this week, John.
Gavin Rhodes gets the pass into Lazenby, and he shoots it up and in. I think Lazenby's kind of decided he's going to have more success inside than out. Drive in the corner, the ball is flipped away and knocked out of bounds. One official looking at the other one and where it's supposed to go. The third official said it was tipped.
Yeah.
But now, no.
They go with the other one.
Well, they're afraid of Lee. Coach John's been there a long time. It's down to a 2-point lead for Wendover. They were up by 7. The penetration by Peterson. He hands it off to Lazenby. Lazenby has a little quick spin move. He can get to the hoop. Aviles in the corner. To Rhodes. Back to Lazenby. Across to Giles. Giles drives inside. Jump, stop, shoot. It wouldn't go down. Coda Bear has the win. Has a rebound. Back the other way. Oh, pass out on top. Goes down to Coda Bear. He's up against Rhodes and his shot up and good.
Wow.
He is really quite good with that move on the baseline.
He's dribbling the baseline. He takes a hard dribble and a big reverse pivot and clears the defender, and he gets a wide open little shot on that basket.
Here's Giles. He almost traveled. Gets it off to Lazenby. Penetrate off to Peterson. Peterson deep. right angle, kicks it back. There's a long three by Lazenby. Wouldn't go down this time. Loose on the floor and ripped out of there by Cotebear. You better have both hands around it when you get on with him, not one. Here's a penetration down the line and a turnover. That's the second time that the Wendover Wildcats have not taken care of the ball. Cotebear out and coming back into the game is Sean DuBois. Sean had 5 in the first quarter. 4-point lead for Wendover Wildcats, 27-23. Just under a minute to play here in the first half. Glad you could be with us. Avias brings it up across the timeline. Left hand pump dribble out there, swinging side to Giles. Giles looking for get a post up to Lazenby. Lazenby out to Avias. Avias with a quick dribble in the corner to Giles. He can't get that shot off. He kind of needs a little room for his shot.
He does. He doesn't have that quick shot that he can get off with someone in his face.
A pretty good shot if he gets the shooter if he gets time. Here's Peterson for 3. No. And the rebound fought for and controlled
by DuBois. DuBois, great job keeping that inside position and not letting Rhodes take that ball away.
Given Rhodes is a good, strong rebounder. Here's a long 3. Good! Downtown.
Alvarez leaves it hanging. Oh, it's Munoz.
Munoz got that just for the buzzer, and at the buzzer, Lazenby almost banked one in. Well, you are watching 1A State Championship Basketball on 1aball.com.
We're going to go to the sideline reporter, John. We've got Tyler Gibb down here with Wendover's coach.
Coach Murphy, your team came out hot, put up 21 points in the first quarter, and ended the half strong. What's working for the offense?
Having fun is the main thing right now. So if we can keep doing this and just enjoying it and playing our game, that's what's working, is getting everybody involved.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th. Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you.
Welcome out to the Southern Utah University Halftime Report. You're watching the fourth place game in the 1A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament from the Spear Valley Center. At the half, Wendover 30, Tabiona 23. Wendover came out on fire, 21 points in the first quarter, and has kind of maintained that 7-point lead through the second.
And that three-pointer right prior to the final horn made a big difference. Pushed them back out to that 7-point lead that had several times. And the boys from Tabiona had cut that down to 2, but a couple of mistakes and an easy basket or 2, and it's a 7-point advantage.
Absolutely. This has been your Southern Utah University Halftime Report. Come soar with us at SUU. Check them out at suu.edu.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we meant it now. All right.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. Humboldt is a small but growing crude oil trucking company. They are currently hiring drivers in the Moab, Uinta Basin, Craig, Rangeley, and Grand Junction, Colorado areas, as well as Rawlings, Wyoming. Go Tigers! Inline Outdoors is a family-owned clothing company located in Wendover, Utah. We support the Wildcat basketball teams. Good luck at state. Go Cats!
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah high school athletics.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
SUU is truly dedicated to the students as they help each to succeed in their academic and career endeavors and have the college experience they've always dreamed of.
SUU prepares their students for their futures after graduation.
The hands-on learning you'll get through any of our programs will set you on the right path for future success.
College is for you. Not only can you make it work, but college can be the best time of your life.
No matter what your chosen field of study is, you'll be given opportunities for professional advancement and excellence at SUU.
You're in Paris with a group from the University of Utah, studying intellectual traditions, like René Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am." So deep. Then it suddenly hits you.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Nate Thatcher here at halftime with some of the Valley superstars just getting a win in the last game against Rich. Guys, you're seniors. You just finished your basketball career in high school. What does the game of basketball mean to you guys?
Well, for me, it's a lot about family. So my parents are the coaches, and then I played a lot of basketball with, like, my sisters. My older sister, Esther, I played with her for 2 years, and then my younger sister, Rachel, I played with her for 2 years. And so for me, it means a lot of family. Like, that's where me and my family spend our quality time together, and I love it. So team family and my immediate family just together.
That's awesome. What about you, DeAndre?
Family is a big part, or basketball is a big part of my family and my culture, our culture at Valley. We're very centered around family, and we like to keep it there.
That's awesome. What are your guys' plans for after high school?
So my plan is to graduate, obviously, and then I'll work through the summer, and then I'll serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And then after, I'm hoping to go to Snow College, and hopefully I'll have a better plan. I'm not sure yet, but we'll roll with it.
That's awesome. What about you?
Yeah, I plan on going to UVU to get a degree in either interior design or museum work for art.
That's awesome. We got some great girls over here. Back to you guys for the second half.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit brycecanyoncityut.gov.
This is state championship basketball.
Bryce Canyon
Wendy Mesa Studio on Team Hive Live and KTTA 8.1. As we come back to the third, fourth place game from the Sevier Valley Center. I'm Mike Alstrom alongside John Yardley. Nate Thatcher producing. I'm so sorry, Nate. A miss by Tabby. Wendover and a foul on Giles as he's
trying to push it. It's almost the same as the moving pick if you're the offensive player. He just kind of moves through and pushed away. He had that open shot. Usually he gets himself set. He's a good jump shooter from the corners.
Inlet pass Dakota Bear. Reverse shot won't go. And we didn't skip Coach Gines at the halftime. We ran out of time between the Southern Utah University halftime report, the interviews, and the seniors. So we apologize. We had Coach Gines all set up to give us some halftime information, and it just didn't work. We're trying to cram a bunch of stuff in, John, and sometimes things don't line up.
It's been great.
It's Tangero's second foul. Tabby around the horn. Giles from the foul line gives back to Peterson. Rhodes in the corner, fakes, drive, shot, got it.
He's so good. He has a good sense of where he is on the court and what he can do.
Alvarez pulls up, left wing from the Pearson Tire logo.
No kidding. Gives him 10, I believe.
Yep, that's I got the same. Aviez, he takes one right wing to answer and does. 2 Bryce Canyon City threes back-to-back.
That's been a wise decision by his coach to start him tonight.
He has 7 points in the game. Aviez doing a great job. Alvarez tries another, won't go. Aviez takes it all the way. It's tipped by Giles, saved by Rhodes in the corner. Lazenby comes left then right, off the glass, a lot of contact, no call.
Either way.
Tangaro comes up kind of holding the arm a little bit. In Dakota Bear, drop steps right, little shovel pass underneath to Du Bois.
That was a nifty pass. One big man looking for the other.
Dakota Bear is smooth for the big man. Giles, Rhodes 3, corner, got it! Bryce Canyon City 3. Logan Rhodes with 9 points in the game. 35-31, 4-point lead for Wendover. That three won't go. Dakota Bear with the rebound, dribbles once so he can take that step back in to try and get an angle at the rim and gets it. He'll get a trip to Legacy Harbor free throw line is what he gets. But
yeah, he's had three fairly easy shots. He's come up a little short, just can't get it quite over the top of the rim. She makes the free throw, though, from the Legacy Hardware free throw line. You have him for 9 now?
I do, yes. 1 of 2. Crossover, Logan Rhodes in the middle. Smooth as silk.
He is. He is playing at a high level, skill level right now.
Little turnaround jumper for Alvarez won't go. Lazenby and Du Bois fighting for the ball, and it's Lazenby passes behind Giles.
I don't know if they had some unwritten rule, turn it over, you're out. But as soon as he committed that turnover, he had it for the bench, and Rhodes came in.
You know, they're pretty minimal turnovers by both teams. I think at the half, one of them had 4 and one of them 3.
Yeah, it was not many.
Thanks for the stats by Austin. Peterson fakes the pass left, takes it right. Little contact, no call. Rebound comes down to Wendover. Tangaro between the legs, shot for 3, won't go, right wing. Rhodes pushes it up the right side. He'll take one on the other end. That one's off the front iron. Rebound stays with Tabby.
Inside position there was held by Gavin Rhodes, but official said it was last touch by Wendover.
So, John, we haven't played Fabrats trivia.
Oh, yeah, we better not.
We better do some Fabrats trivia. So, question is today, the only way you're going to find this by going to Fabrats on YouTube. How many videos have they posted? You're going to have to go to the front page, and it's right there. Check out Fabrats on YouTube and email us how many videos they have on their Fabrats page. Email us at uhsslive@gmail.com.
Vias is with the free throw line, hits the first one.
8 points in the game for Avias.
It's the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, hits the first one. Well, do you know the answer to that, or did you have to go in and look it up too?
I had to go look it up, but
We've had a lot of fun with that all 4 days down here.
Yeah, we appreciate Paul and Michelle Cox kind of providing that. Tangaro would have had an open look, but instead he unselfishly kicks it out to Raudel Munoz, and he buries Bryce Canyon City 3 from the corner. Pass knocked away and then taken away. Munoz coming the other way. Munoz has 3 threes in the game, 1 in each quarter.
Nice defense in there by Tabiona.
Little floater in the paint, won't go.
And I think the officials will let him play right here. It's been good.
It's up and in. Coda Bear. Oh, I don't have Gonzalez on the.
Gonzalez, that was a nice dish off by Munoz.
Timeout on the floor of this 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio, Sports Network, and 1aball.com.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
Fab Rats is an
During that last timeout for Tabiona, Easton Peterson was dealing with a bloody nose. He had teammates running him paper towels and trying to get it taken care of. He did his best to do his mom proud and keep his jersey clean, and he was successful. So he'll deal with that and try to get back on the floor.
We appreciate Tyler Gibb giving us the sideline report as we welcome you back to the Sevier Valley Center in time. We'll take a quick timeout. Another timeout on the floor. There's 1A Championship basketball on 1aball.com.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we mend it now. All right.
This state championship basketball brought to you by Dr. Rob Barrick Dental in Cedar on KSLSports.com. Tabby working around the perimeter, single high post, 4 around the perimeter. Giles for 3 off the back iron. Rebound Wendover.
He just hasn't been able to get that perimeter shot cooking here.
Coda Bear, right wing. Tangero for 3 off the back iron. Rebound Aviez for Tabby. Three on the way.
Fabrizio.
Yeah, Bryson Fabrizio with that basket attempt or 3-point attempt. Giles takes the pass away. Gets it back to Aviez. Aviez to Giles, steps left off the iron. Rebound pulled down by Duran for Wendover. Alvarez for 3, won't go. Giles for a rebound. Back to back 3-point attempts.
Yeah, why go down in the middle? Someone might hit you. Shoot it up from one of the 3 lines out on top. Safe. I mentioned to you the Rich game, he just kept running fresh people in and I think kind of wore down Manila.
Yeah, Rich really did run a lot of players deep in their lineup. That's the boys' 3rd foul. They bring Ernesto Carrillo into the game for Wendover, for Du Bois. Pass down into Fabrizio, and he's fouled by Valle. Lazenby at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
He's been kind of quiet in this half. Oh, that was a 360 and a half before it fell out of the ball, off the rim.
Sometimes you wonder just how it doesn't fall in. It's like that had to have fallen, and it didn't. That one's good. 1 of 2 from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. 3-point shot up in the corner, rims out. And a foul.
Yeah, as the ball went in the post there, Avias tried to poke it from behind, and official said you got a little more flesh than you did ball.
Bounce pass corner. Looking for the 3. Munoz. He's had the hot hand for Wendover in this game. Valle up top, dribble drive. Rodriguez kicks it to Valle.
Good
Munoz.
Defense by Peterson on him.
Nice job getting it down low. Misses the shot. Does Rodriguez. Nice look ahead. Just doesn't quite connect. That would have been a pretty play if had it worked, as Logan Rhodes looks for Gavin Rhodes out ahead.
Well, you've got to think that there's many three-pointers going up that Alvarez and Munoz have to rest their shoulder every once in a while.
Right? Arm's going to get tired.
Go to the bullpen.
Yeah, pitchers only get a shoot. They've got pitch counts. They should have shot counts, right? Baseline drive, turnaround jumper from the short corner, buries it.
That was a tough
Raul
shot.
Munoz. After 3 quarters of play, 36-43, Wendover.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation's charity poker run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. Humble.
You are watching State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Bryce Canyon Association on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, reminding you that on June 8th, as we celebrate 100 years of Bryce Canyon National Park, and all the things associated with the history out there down in Bryce Valley. We'll be celebrating all summer, and our main event on that day will be the Piano Guys.
It's going to be a great, great summer there at Bryce Canyon. Bryce Canyon's 100 years old, not geologically, so just so you all know.
Older than that. Here's Peterson for 3. It rimmed out. Oh, what a rebound by Rhodes, and he's mugged inside. He'll come to the line for 2. It isn't, it's just going to be a gorgeous summer out there with all the water we've had and all the snow that's still out there.
Of course, on June 8th, it may still be under snow, John.
it could be wet, really, with as much snow as you have out there right now.
We're going to cut out to our sideline reporter, Tyler Gibbs.
During that last break, going into the fourth quarter in the Tabiona huddle, the common phrase was, keep your head up. Whether it was Coach Gines or the players, imploring everyone to keep their heads up. And for Wendover, Coach Murphy walked into the huddle and said, "Are you having fun right now?" He wants his guys to play free and enjoy this final quarter of the season.
Awesome. Thank you, Tyler.
And that's a foul inside as the ball goes in deep. And that's what he said at the halftime interview. He said, well, we're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why not? I mean, what does it really matter where you place here? You come out and play loosey-goosey. Your shooting's going to be a lot better. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great memory. 7:33 to play in their season for both of these teams, and the free throw almost came out but stayed down for Duran.
No, that's completely the correct way to look at it, John. I mean, you always want to win the basketball. You play to win, but there's no reason to stress. And I think if more teams would have that mindset all year in every game, hey, yeah, we want to win, but we're going to go out and have fun and don't apply that extra pressure.
They'd play better, wouldn't they?
They'd play a lot better.
Yeah. Legacy Ace Hardware, 2 free throws, good. Lazenby hasn't shot the ball much in this second half. Avias has, and he hits another one.
Avias having a phenomenal game. I have that down as his 9th and 10th points, John.
Same with me. Here's Alvarez for 3. Too long. Rebounded by Avias. He's got one man to beat. Pulls up and dribbles.
Almost smooth enough to get away with that.
He wasn't sure if he was going to pass that or not. Changed his mind. So he called for a violation. So 7 minutes to play basically in the ball game. 45-39. 6-point lead, and a reach-in foul is going to go against Logan Rhodes.
Hey, we should give a shout-out, John, to our sideline or our floor cameras. We've got Colin Pace on a floor camera. We've got Jared Call on a floor camera. We've got Ashley Coombs on the camera, the main camera up here, and then Jared Call on the sideline reporting for this game.
And Real Valle, he got looking at the cameras and traveled, so the ball goes back to the guys in white. Tabiona trailing by 6. They trailed by 7 most of this half, but a nice post-up play inside by Chance Lazenby. I think I have him for 11. Pass to Codebert. Oh, open inside. Shot up, no good, but a foul. Going to be called against Avias. Coming to the free throw line will be Uriel Duran. He's 2 for 2 in this half from the free throw line of the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. 3rd foul.
Hey, John, we've got a winner for Fab Rats Trivia. The answer is they have 358 videos on their Fab Rats YouTube page.
Wow.
Chelsea Bybee is the winner. She was the first one to get an answer in. Chelsea, have someone come to the broadcast area, and we will have a shirt for you.
First free throw is good by Duran. The second one is the same, so he's 4 for 4 in this half.
Tyler Sweat, Teresa Howell, and Yolanda Cowan all also commented with the right answers.
Lezenby drives the lane, gets a little bump, spin move, stop, jump, shoot, score it. He's decided he's going to come and play here in this last quarter. 13 in the game, leading score for Tabiona, cuts it back to a 4-point lead. Lob pass inside to Codebert. Oh, reverse shot by him. It just had a little too much spin, came back out on him. He's really pretty good around the basket. Back the other way to Lazenby. He's been taking that ball into the deep. Logan Rhodes off to Vias. Vias launches a long 3. Rattles it home!
Rice Canyon City 3.
I have 15
Isaiah Vias. 1-point ball game. 46-47. Timeout on the floor. This is 1A State Championship basketball on 1aball.com.
Humboldt is a small but growing crude oil trucking company. They are currently hiring drivers in the Moab, Uinta Basin, Craig, Rangeley, and Grand Junction, Colorado areas, as well as Rawlings, Wyoming. Go Tigers! Inline Outdoors is a family-owned clothing company located in Wendover, Utah. We support the Wildcat basketball teams. Good luck at state. Go Cats!
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
You like car shows? Well, that's super.
Interesting statistics for this championship game. These Wayne Badgers come in against the Tabiona Tigers. The baseline pass come up. Tangaro lays it up and in. Gives their team another 2-point or 3-point advantage after it's cut to one. The shot no good. Rebound.
Tangaro jumps from out of bounds and tips the ball.
He hadn't established himself, had he? That's interesting for you and Danny to bring up in that all the players on the Wayne team, except two, their parents all graduated from Wayne High. Avias off on the side, pass to Peterson, over the Rhodes. He's hit 1 3 tonight. This one won't go down. Fought for, and Tangaro comes out with it. 49-46. So 3-point lead for the visiting team here. And a steal by Rhodes. Good footwork to save it back in bounds. Ball's loose on the floor and called timeout by Lee Johns. Lee's quick on the call right there. You're watching basketball on 1aball.com.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Penguins Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Penguins Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Penguin City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
Back here at the Sevier Valley Center, of course, more activity to follow. The Girls State Championship following this one, approximately 4:30. And then the Boys Championship at 6:30. Lazenby out on top to Peterson. Guarded there by Duran, by Munoz. Avias, he's had a great game. Somewhere in the vicinity of 13 or 14 points. We have a consensus here. He's in the corner.
We've been arguing with our statistician, Ozzy, down here. We know Ozzy's right, John. We should just take his number and run with it.
The ball inbounds by Tabiona. Scoop and score by Easton Peterson. That's the first basket of the game, I think, for him. And, man, that was a nice move all the way to the hoop.
He averages 7.5 points a game or so, and that's his first points. 1-point ball game.
Alvarez drives all the way inside. Little jumper off the glass and good. He can create shots. You know, that's a real talent if you can create your own shot.
Yeah, absolutely. That time he just kept going until you get that left hand, kisses it off the glass. The bank's still open, apparently, on this late on a Saturday.
Yeah. Ball loose on the floor. Going to be jump ball. Logan Rhodes helps up. Down on the floor was Sean Du Bois. So a 3-point lead for Wendover with 3:30 to play in the game. The coach says, I guess they're still having fun. There's a long three by Munoz. Got it!
Munoz. Bryce Canyon City 3, his 4th of the game.
Here's a drive by Aviles. He loses the handle. Just couldn't quite. The defense messed him up just enough that he lost a little bit of his timing. And it's a 6-point lead now at 54-48. Giles gets ready to check back in. He's going to replace Aviles.
Tabby had cut that lead to 1, and just like that, it's back out to 6, 3:10 to go, 54-48 Wendover.
Back down comes Tangaro with it, guarded by Lazenby. To Munoz. Tangaro, high post ball slapped away by, what a nice play. Lead pass down the road, jumps it up. He's fouled from behind by Cotebear. But Lazenby made a awful, outstanding play there.
That was a beautiful pass ahead. First of all, he saw Gavin Rhodes, but then he got him the ball. And Gavin Rhodes with a strong pump fake gets defenders in the air. They fly by. Then he gets up, and Cotebear comes in a little late and gets on the arm. He got ball, but then a little fall through on the arm for the foul.
Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line missed the first one. Yep. Well, he tipped it to himself, and he saved another one inbounds, but he saved it right in the hands of Munoz. Alvarez up court to Tangaro. Tangaro drives right corner, terminates there, brings it back to Munoz. High post to Cotebear. Tangaro tries to drive down the lane. He loses his footing, and the coach called timeout. So, with the score 54-48, you are listening to 1aball.com and watching 1aball.com.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
Basketball brought to you by Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
You know, John, we sure appreciate all these platforms that allow us to send these games to them. The Parsons and the work they do to help us get the games over the air on over-the-air TV on 8.1, 8.2. You know, with two gyms, luckily they have two channels. One, you know, we can send the high school to, and then 8.1 on the Sevier Valley Center. We had a little technical issues today, and man, Reggie and Michael Parsons have done such a great job to help us out there. And then our platform with our partnership with TeamHive.live, KSL Sports, such amazing platforms to allow us to all work together. And then the radio, this game isn't on the radio, but KMGR Radio, Mid-Utah Sports Radio.
Yep, there's a lot of coverage. The radio goes from Page to the Point of the Mountain, plus all the platforms you mentioned. You can find these games. Down the lane comes Alvarez, hooks it up, missed it. Cotebear, he goes down hard, and I think there will be a foul there somewhere.
And he's been out with a Achilles injury for a month. He got back just in time for this tournament, so when he goes down, he looks like he's walking off okay.
It was interesting that out of bounds after Wendover called timeout, they turned it over, coming right down. Tabiona trying to get back into this, trailing by 6, so they missed a shot. Alvarez missed a shot, but a big man inside saved the day for Wendover.
Absolutely.
He'll be at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, Cotebear has 9 points in the game. 1 of 3 from the foul line, but how many rebounds you say he had on? 8 rebounds and 3 assists from the big man.
Lazenby downtown. Well, sorry, there's a laser from Lazenby.
Bryce Canyon City 3 cuts the lead to 3, 51-54. You're watching 1A State Championship basketball on 1aball.com and teamhive.live.
SUU is truly dedicated to the students as they help each to succeed in their academic and career endeavors and have the college experience they've always dreamed of.
SUU prepares their students for their futures after graduation.
The hands-on learning you'll get through any of our programs will set you on the right path for future success.
College is for you. Not only can you make it work, but college can be the best time of your life.
No matter what your chosen field of study is, you'll be given opportunities for professional advancement and excellence at SUU.
You're in Paris with a group from the University of Utah, studying intellectual traditions, like Rene Descartes, who said, "I think, therefore I am." So deep. Then it suddenly hits you.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
This is state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days Chrome and Canyon Mule Cell on 1aball.com. And it's getting a little exciting here, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we expected a good game, and we're getting it. 54-51, 1:42 to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for Wendover. But Tabiona not rolling over, John.
No, they're not. You got Lazenby, Logan Rhodes. Tough players. Tangaro gets an open up to the baseline. He spins it out. The rebound, however, is stuck and missed the shot at point blank by Uriel Duran. And now Tabiona with a chance to tie or come within one with a 2. Get it in Rhodes' hands or Lazenby. Here's Lazenby, tries another 3. Got it from downtown. It's a tie game.
10 fourth quarter points for Lazenby. And I don't know that I've ever seen that.
You'll have to describe it.
Alvarez passes the ball in. It goes off of Munoz's face. And Alvarez, it comes back. Alvarez establishes his position in court and gets the ball back. But he passed it off his own teammate's face to get it.
They're going to talk about it.
All knotted up at 54. 52 seconds to go in the ball game. You're watching 1A Championship basketball on teamhive.live.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
This state championship basketball brought to you by Fab Rats, family friend of YouTube on KSLSports.com. How many did they have posted on their website? How many was the answer to the winner today, Mike, for Fab Rats? How many was the answer today?
Oh, it was 358 videos.
Wow. Well, we say wow at this one. 54-54 with almost another 54 on top. 52.6 seconds to play in this one. These two teams, each one will be in the championship game tonight. They lost in the semis, and they're having a great battle here. The pass will come into Rhodes. Lazenby's really heated up. You think, and here's Rhodes all the way down the side, got an easy win. It wouldn't go down. He gets his own rebound. Out in the corner to Giles. Want to get a post up in there. Rhodes had that easy one that just hung and fell off. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock.
All tied up. Tabby playing for, well, there'll be one possession. If they score, they're still going to timeout Tabby. You're watching 1A Championship basketball on teamhive.live and KSLSports.com.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
And you are watching state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on this 1aball.com, KSLsports.com, and teamhive.live and KTTA 8.1 here at the Sphere Valley Center. 54-54, 21.5 seconds to play. Get in the hands of Lazenby, and they sure have. He and Alvarez probably go at it right here, one-on-one.
And then I'll bet it goes one-on-one the other way.
Probably. Lazenby, they try to shut him off, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Alvarez. And it's a 1-1.
You know, Lazenby was kind of falling down there, but Alvarez definitely reached around and slapped his arm.
Look at our professional stat man, little Aussie, but I have just 2 of 4 from the free throw line for Chance Lazenby, so it hasn't been automatic for him.
No,
that's true.
I have him as 2 of 6. He missed 2 in this fourth quarter already.
Oh, yeah, true. He makes that one, though, and breaks the tie.
The one that mattered.
Yep.
He made.
55-54.
Oh, maybe it was Logan Rhodes that missed those 2, not Lazenby.
10.3 seconds, though, will be the time if he makes this one, and he does. I have him for 21, and taking time out will be Wendover. They'll have 10.3 seconds.
Which is a lot of time with someone, when you've got a Orlando Alvarez and a Radel Munoz, that's a lot of time.
And one of their shots could win the game.
Yeah, because they probably aren't going for a layup.
They're not. They're going for the gold.
Absolutely.
Coach has said we'll be having fun. I guess we'll just keep it here for a minute with 10.3 seconds left and 56-54 the score. Been a fun down the stretch, though. Chance Lazenby's just taken over this game.
Absolutely. You know, that first game, these two teams, when they matched up, was 50-45. And then the last time, Tabby got the best of them, 64-51. But this has been a great ball game throughout. Great close ball game.
I think he has, we'll get with Aussie, but I think he has close to a dozen points in this quarter. Lazenby of this fourth quarter. I have him unofficially for 12 points in this last quarter.
That's what I have as well in the fourth.
Which is kind of amazing considering who else has scored the entire game. It was a +7 lead by Wendover several times early on, and they were hanging on to a lead, but not when Chance Lazenby decided to turn it on. So we'll see here, 10.3. Looks like the Tabiona is going to allow Alvarez to get the ball in bounds. They're going to have Peterson on him. He calls somebody up to the top.
Asked for the screen, but he didn't get it. And blocked, and that's going to be the ball game. Tabby comes back. And Wendover would like to foul on the hand on the shot, but they don't get it. 56-54 is your final as Tabby battles back and pulls off the victory at the buzzer. Hang with us, folks. We'll be back with the Ruby's In post-game report and highlights after this.
Bryce Canyon National Park. Seeing it in person is nothing short of magical. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a protected national treasure, there's no better time to take in some of that magic. There'll be concerts, festivals, and other events throughout the year. So start making plans now to join us for this once-in-a-lifetime celebration. For more information, visit brycecanyon.org.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo,